All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Um, I want to say first off, this is going to be my version. This is a fan made season 4. Repeat, fan made season 4, episode 1 of Siren, the freeform Siren. Guys, I do not own no properties to this. I am just a fan. I am writing this. Thank you to all who have encouraged me to write this, who has pretty much all you guys that have gathered around to do for me to say, hey, please try to do this. This is not just for me. This is for y'all. I have done the best of my abilities to write this story, to how I think the characters would act, to how they would be portrayed. So, without further ado, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this, and let's begin. The beautiful sky, sun shining down to the darkness of the deep blue ocean. Seeing two fins swim in the darkness, one bigger than the other, mirroring towards one another. Seeing Ryn in the middle, watching her daughter, Hope, who has grown so much in the recent months since she saw her with her own two eyes. Catching fish and killing other predators on and off land throughout the recent months. Flashes go into her mind when she was young and learned from her sister as well as her mother. Her mother's face very unfamiliar to her, but still would like to see her one day. Ryn sees how much her daughter has grown so fast now in the recent months, coming back to the present, signaling to Hope for them to return to land. Clawing at the sand and the gravel coming from the water, transforming back into human form, it still hurts, but Ryn thinks of something worse, more painful, losing the love of her life, Ben. It's been 10 months since he went missing. Remembering the last she saw him, telling her he will get Hope and not to worry, and they would be together no matter what or where they were. Mom, Mom, Hope yells, while changing into clothes. Yes, Ryn replies, changing as well. Can we go to Aunt Helen's now? Yes, Ryn replies, walking with Hope through the woods, hearing the noises from all the areas. Time has flown in the recent months, but she thinks now, being a leader now of 3 tribes now, and more respected, is what she claims to be now. After walking to Helen's, going to the store, running to see her, Hope goes towards Helen. Hey, sweetheart, Helen states. How was your hunt? It was fine, Hope responds. You are learning very fast. You and your mother are looking at Ryn. Ryn states, after months of learning and walking around humans for now close to 3 years, I act more human than I did when I first showed up. Arrived thanks to Maddie, Ryn, and of course, Ryn pauses. Helen looking at Hope, going into the kitchen. Ryn pauses. Hope looks up at Helen. Helen looking at Hope. Go upstairs into the kitchen and stares. There's cookies I've made that you should like. Okay, Hope responds with excitement. Going upstairs after Hope, Ryn and Helen state. Ryn looks at Helen. Helen looks at Ryn. Ryn, it's been 10 months. Are you still looking for him? Ryn looks down back at Helen. I need to find him. It's because of me he is gone. No, Helen states. He loved you and loved Hope. That is why he did what he did for both y'all. It is not his fault you have not found him. What has the other tribes told you, or have they found anything? Ryn responds, nothing. I gave them details of what Ben looks like and what he may sound like, but they have not found nothing. And from their best hunters in the area could not find him either, even one of our own. If they found anything, they would have said something, but no one has found him. Whoever has joined or has offered has not found nothing in the recent months. Do you think he is dead? Helen asks. Ryn hisses as she asks, I'm sorry, but we need to come to terms if he has been dead or not. It's been 10 months, Ryn. His family is about to say goodbye to him. Maybe you need to do the same. Ryn looks away. What do you mean? No, I will find him. What about Hope? Helen grabs a newspaper, showing her something. Helen asks, what does she know about Ben? I told her that he was/is her father. Just then a customer comes in asking for help. Hold that thought. Helen goes towards customer, and Ryn returns upstairs to Hope so they can enjoy a meal. Seeing a possible newspaper clipping showing, come to the funeral in memory of Ben Powell tomorrow at 8 a.m. Come on, guys, let's get this wreck clear, Xander screams. Hey, man, how did this happen? Calvin runs up after getting coffee towards The docks. Another idiot drunk, Xander states. If I did not become a cop, I probably would be in his shoes. Or in his place. Yeah, maybe, Calvin responds, then turn around, seeing Ryn and Hope walking home. Hey, Ryn, Xander states, Ryn waving in response. Xander runs over. Hey, Ryn, nods Xander, seeing Hope. Oh, so you got some cookies, huh? Bending down, looking at Ryn. Are you still looking for him? Xander states. Ryn nods. I have not found any trace of him either, Ryn. Have you? Xander says no. I've looked all kind of places he and I may have been, but there's been nothing, no response of any kind of life of him. I knew, but nothing hopes. He is where he is, Ryn states. Are you still living at his place? Ryn nods. Yes, we have nowhere to go. We have nowhere else to go, Ryn states. What about Helen? Xander asks. No, Ryn says, she is family, but no, I want to stay where Ben is until I find him. What about Maddie? Ryn asks. Nothing as of yet, Xander states, but I'll keep you updated if anything is said. What about the others? Nothing, Xander says. No, Ryn responds. Damn, Xander says, looking. I gotta take care of this, but I will talk to you later. Take care, and I will come back later on, maybe. But I'll come by later and check up on you guys. Ryn states, continuing to walk home. Ben's home. Ryn thinks going towards the door opening, but seeing a newspaper showing the funeral service as well for Ben Powell will be held tomorrow, friends and family, 8 a.m. Seeing this again is making her mind go into all kinds of terrible thoughts. And setting up knowing dinner will be made soon going to the freezer, and also trying to find whatever kind of food they've caught in the previous amount of weeks. Hunting as well has gotten rough since she cannot concentrate, Ryn thinks. In the recent months, I have gotten better at catching or even cooking dinner for everyone, even for myself, since Ben taught me and even Maddie taught me. I've learned so much now since they have been gone. What will we eat tonight? A man yells. About the usual, Maddie comes in, stating, looking at Rob in the kitchen, looking at the fridge. Take it out. Take out. It is. Then Maddie goes to him, kissing him, holding her. Have you spoke to Ryn? Rob asks. No, Maddie says. I will later on tonight. I know last we spoke, she's still looking for Ben. Other tribes have been looking too. Hell, the ones we have met here have been trying. Who, shockingly, very friendly and open, I have to even admit, even used to their resources, but still nothing. I hate to say it, but maybe Ben is gone, Maddie states. Rob looking at her, maybe so, but we have to keep his memory alive on, so we help what he did for us. Looking at the time, I better call Ryn, Maddie states. Grabbing her cell phone, calling Ryn. Seeing her phone ring and seeing Maddie calling. Hey, Maddie, Ryn says. I wanted to call and check in on you and Hope. We are okay, Ryn responds. And you, Rob? We are good, Maddie states. Hey, Rob. Hey, Ryn, Rob states in the background. Ryn smiles and puts the phone on speaker. Say hi to your Aunt Maddie, Ryn states. Hey, Aunt Maddie, Hope yells. Maddie laughs and smiles. Hey, sweetie, hope you're being good. I miss you, and I miss you too, Hope responds. Eat up and get ready for bed, Ryn tells Hope, going back onto the phone. And Hope, and your social skills are improving massively, huh? Yes, Ryn responds. You need to show me something, Ryn says. You do that thing where you can see each other on the phone? Okay, Maddie responds. You mean video calling? Yes, Ryn says. Well, what's wrong? Maddie says. Just pick it up, Ryn says. Okay. Well, going on video call, Ryn picking up the newspaper, showing Maddie. Ben's family thinks he's dead, Maddie. When can we find him? I don't know, Ryn. The tribes here have looked and keep looking, and they have not found anything. They've been looking all over and other things, but there's the best we can do. They can't help us anymore with all the resources that they've already helped us with. I have not heard any more reports, so I think they have stopped looking, Ryn states. Maybe you should go to the funeral and talk to Ben's mom and dad and give support at least, and try to grieve at least. They may be able to know what happened to him, but Ben's dad blames me, Ryn states. Maybe so, but he will understand what happened at some point. But I have to go tell Hope we miss her. Okay, night, Ryn states. Another work day. Xander comes home, hangs up his gun, hangs up his hat, sitting in the chair, watching TV, looking at the picture of Ben Calvin himself catching fish back in the day. We're going to find you, buddy, wherever you may be, however long it takes. Drinking a soda, continues to watch TV until passing out onto the couch. Going back to Ryn and Hope, getting to bed now, Ryn states, Mommy? Yes, Ryn responds. Is Ben or Dad really my dad? Yes, Ryn explains. You were born another way since our kind was dying. Ben helped someone help raise you until you were ready to meet me and Ben. Maddie and the others, we will find him. We will be a family. Kissing her forehead, get some rest. now turning off the light, leaving on a night light so that way she would feel safe, going down to the stairs after Xander helped bail a few months ago for Hope while she slept upstairs is what Ben's old bed. Going to the kitchen, clean up, remembering the first meal she tried to make Ben and Maddie, and she thought how horrible it was. She was going up later to find out how bad it was, seeing memories and knowing that they ordered pizza on later on that night. She laughs and says that was such a bad meal. Seeing old pictures of Ben and now Ryn, Hope found one picture of Ben and Ryn together at Calvin's wedding, which seems forever ago, but sitting down in a chair, grabbing the picture, holding it close and crying, then yelling into a pillow, knowing that she may never see the love of her life again. Finally falling asleep, waking up in the middle of the night, flashes seep into her head about her father. Everything else has happened. Maddie waking up, going to the window, holding a blanket around her, remembering the pain of losing her father. Flashes seep in her head when she found him, Xander holding on to her, crying, then having to identify his body later on that day. Sitting in the chair, looking out to the building, seeing the beautiful lights, still not used to these lights in this amazing, beautiful country since they arrived. China has so many wonders. But back in her mind, Maddie still wonders, is Ben really dead or is he alive? Should I give up on him? Getting up, Maddie goes to the fridge, grabs the water, goes to her computer to start looking up possible myths about her culture that her dad taught her in her Native American background. Something does not sound right, she says. Something must have killed Dad other than possible of Ryn's species. There has to be something else out there that we are not aware of. There has to be some kind of creature. It does not match up to anything like Ryn or the others. There has to be something that killed Dad. The sun rises. Ryn wakes up, hearing Hope in the kitchen, looking for something to eat. Ryn wiping her eyes, getting up in the kitchen, rubbing Hope's head while going to the fridge, grabbing her breakfast, heating up the dish from the other morning. Sitting at the table, watching Hope eat. There is something I have to do today, Ryn states, but you will go to Aunt Helen's today. When I'm gone, I will pick you up later on. Something with Ben's family. I will tell you later. Kisses her head and then continues to watch. After getting Hope to Helen's and returning to home to change into proper clothing attire, which Ben and Maddie taught Ryn, thinks on what Helen said. You know they may blame you, right? Only Ben's father knows what you are, but his mother is unsure, so be careful and cautious. While going outside, seeing Xander in his car, hey, Ryn states, are you ready? No, Ben is alive. I know he is. I don't understand why they have to do this, that there is no body. It's something we as a human species do and honor their memory, whether there is a body or not. It's more of a memory. I had to do the same thing when my dad, Xander pauses. I'm sorry, Ryn states. It's okay. It just brings back a lot of bad memories. Xander continues to drive. So it's like with sister, right? Ryn asks. Yes, that's right, Xander says, pulling up to the funeral home a few minutes later. Very big, very open, possible gathering around Xander with Ryn, stating, are you sure you want to do this? Even though there's people in there that may hate you from what happened, from what Mr. Powell may say. I have to be here, Ryn states. I love Ben. I love him. I'm doing this for him. It's okay, Xander states. I get it. I'm just saying that you may not like what everyone has to say to you, even though they knew that Ben and you were together. While greeting several people, Ted sees Xander and Ryn walking together. Ryn, seeing Xander, shaking hands with Xander as well, seeing his eyes on Ryn, looking with so many disgusting. He looks on at Xander, says, I'm glad you're here. He loved you as a brother. I know, Mr. Powell, and thank you. Xander responds, looking at Ryn, why are you even here? It's because of you my son was killed, and because he probably turned into something that I know he would never want to become unless he was with you. Something I did not recognize. I love Ben, Ryn states, looking to Ted. No, you didn't. If you did, you would have stayed away and he would be alive. And it's because of you he is gone. Ted, that's enough, Miss Powell states, coming toward Ryn's aid. Come on, dear. Grabbing Ryn to the funeral home. Ben loved this woman, and this is how you act. Help me to my seat. Having Miss Powell walking slowly now after taking after taking what was the stems from Ryn as well as her sister, is now helping Miss Powell walk. Ryn says, loving to Ben, looking at Miss Powell, he wanted to help you. I know he did, holding her face, looking at Ryn. I know that he loved you because of the way he looked at you. Miss Powell looking at his wife and Ryn. Mr. Powell looking at his wife and Ryn. The others taking their seat next to his wife. After the priest of the church is done, Ted gets up. Thank you for everyone coming and attending my son's funeral for today. He was a good man, even though I never told him He worked hard and strived for greatness like me and sometimes better than me. We may have been on different angles. We may have bumped heads, but I loved him in my own way, as sure many of you did. Looking into the crowd, seeing Calvin, Xander, Ryn, and others. Hearing steps walking and seeing Helen and Hope singing in the back, Ryn looks in shock. Going back to Ted, please give you last words to my son and Ellen's son. While watching everyone say their goodbyes in the church, Wynn waits for Xander, then getting up. Most for everyone leaves, going to Helen, asking, what is she doing here? She wanted to understand Ryn. I told her about Ben and saw the newspaper. I'm sorry, I did not want to lie to her. Holding Hope's hand and come on, going to the picture in the casket, looking at Ben's picture, stating, I will find you. This is not goodbye. You're alive. I know you are, and I will never stop finding you. Walking away with Ryn and Hope, Ted sees them, wondering who this little girl is and what is her connection to Ryn and what is their connection to Helen. Watching Xander and Helen say goodbye as well. Then we pass on to waves crashing on some nearby island. Two individuals walking on the island, as well as on a bank, fish jumping, hearing some language someone knows, paying towards a man's body. Two individuals going towards to help this man, turning him over, unknowing who this man is. To us, the readers, the audience, this is Ben Powell. The Ben Powell that has been missing for 10 months, that perhaps is still alive. Alright guys, that was my first episode. I know it probably wasn't the best, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I worked extremely hard on this. I am not a writer, by no means. I am not a writer. I never went to school to be a writer. This was the best version I could clearly come up with. Now, I did really want to make it be known that Hope looked at Ben like he was her father, and also that there was something built for Ryn at Ben's place, and that's where Ryn would be staying. And Hope looks at Helen and Maddie and Xander as like aunt and uncles or something of that nature. So I thought it'd be very accommodating to put that into the story, as well as also Ryn knowing that Ben may be gone but still not wanting to give up on him and give up on finding him. So I wanted to put that in there as well, and also not having Mr. Powell still be very angry at Ryn, blaming her, of course, for Ben's disappearance, for him supposedly dying, and also him seeing what was possibly going on with him possibly turning into a merman and everything of that nature. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I know it may not be the best. It's I really worked on this for a few days. I really went over it. I'm hoping you guys truly enjoyed it. I enjoyed writing this for you guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and work on episode 2 as soon as I can. But I'm going to go ahead and let this sink in with you guys. If you guys enjoyed, please let me know what your thoughts were about this down in the comments. I'd really like to know. If you guys are Siren fans, let me know about that down in the comments. If you guys are enjoying it, leave a big fat like on the video. I greatly appreciate it. Helps the algorithm out, helps me out, helps the channel out. Also, click the notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.